Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is Killer Queen 57, your average commentator on the block. Bringing you another gameplay commentary. And in this gameplay commentary, I'm going to be talking about my favorite SMG class. Now, I'm not going to say it's the best SMG class just because uh, I don't really think there's a best anything. It's just all dependent on preference. Now, if I had to say personally, I would say this is probably one of the better setups. It's one of the better setups you can use. It's not the best, but it's one of the better setups. Yeah. So let me just real quickly go over the class. So the class that I'm using is the first off PDW. Really solid SMG. Probably my favorite SMG in all honesty. My old SMG. My old favorite used to be the Scorpion, but because I haven't used a Prestige unlock to permanently unlock that yet, which I plan on doing, I think, on 5th Prestige. I think 4th Prestige I'm going to do the Orbital VSAT, and then 5th Prestige I'm going to do the Scorpion. But I just have lost interest in the gun, and this gun and the Chi-Com just turned me on way more than the Scorpion does, just because they're way better, and the Scorpion I really only like just because it was a different SMG and it had to be used differently. But now I'm not too big on the gun, even though I do still like using all the SMGs, including the Scorpion. But PDW has a really low rate of fire, but it has a bit of kick. It's like recoil is really weird, and but it's compensated because it has a 50 bullet magazine, which is a lot of damn bullets in one freaking clip. It's a really good gun. I would highly recommend you try it out if you haven't yet. I would recommend playing this a more rush type rather than a defensive, which is what I'm doing in mostly the first part of this video. There was a couple parts that I sped up because they were kind of boring and there wasn't really any killing action, and I was just trying to find people. But for the majority, I think most of this would be considered not rushing, but moving consistently. Except for this first part in the first round, which I'm sort of just playing defensive over in this building. Sort of defending this side, because if it weren't for me right here, my team probably would have done worse. And we actually ended up losing this match, by the way. So, but I go like 40-something and I don't know, like 8. I don't know. It's like a 40+ kill gameplay with like a below 10 deaths, and it's pretty good gameplay. But anyway, back to the class. So PDW. The attachments I have are the silencer, which isn't a necessity, but I find it a very good attachment that complements the 50-round magazine. And it keeps you hidden off the radar while you're shooting. Now, also, I originally used the laser sight on this gun, but I tried switching it up over to quickdraw, and this, I would honestly recommend using this on this gun always. Quickdraw is a really good attachment to throw on. Like, as soon as I put this on, I won just about every one of my gunfights. At least the majority of them. But ever since then, this has been, like, my most used class. And I love this gun with Quickdraw. If you haven't tried it out, I would definitely recommend trying it. And this is where I sped it up because I couldn't find anyone to kill. But next, I don't have a secondary. That was one of the things I sacrificed to get my perk 3 greed. At least I think, yeah. Or not perk 3, perk 1. I got perk 1 greed on, and I have lightweight and hardline, I do believe, as my first tier perks. Lightweight, obviously, so I can move around the map consistently without actually having to waste my sprint. And then hardline, just to make it a little bit more easier to rack up my kill streaks. Or get my kill streaks in this instance, which, by the way, play a big deal in this class that I will go over later. Then my second perk is toughness, and then my third perk is attack mass. Now, toughness for this gun, I would definitely recommend using toughness, just because it has some, like I said, it has like really weird recoil, even though its fire rate is actually very low. Which I don't really understand, but it's got really weird recoil. I mean, you could use a foregrip to sort of compensate for that, but I prefer the silencer and quick draw on this, and occasionally the laser sight. But toughness is a really nice I'd say more of a compliment to this gun rather than like a necessity. You don't really need it. Like, you could easily run like Scavenger or Fast Hands or any other second tier perk if you wanted to, but Toughness is just sort of a nice compliment to it. Now, Tac Mask. Tac Mask, I would recommend everybody use Tac Mask. I would recommend it because it would make like a lot less people use shock charge. Well, I mean, at least whenever I use Tac Mask, I'm resistant to shock charges, I'm resistant to flashbangs, and I'm resistant to concussions, which I think is a really necessary thing if you want to do good in this game, which is why I've been running Tac Mask on pretty much all my classes, because it helps. I haven't, like people try to throw shock charges at me and they just fail completely, and it's a lot of fun messing with them when they do that. But Tac Mask is definitely a nice perk to have as well. Now, the equipment, Semtex, and Concussion, that's not really important, but it's just, I mean, nice equipment, I guess. I've been using the Semtex a lot more than the C4 lately, and the Concussions are just like, just sort of average for me. Now, the kill streaks that I would recommend you run with this class. UAV and counter UAV. Now, your third tier kill streak can be whatever you want. Now, okay. Let me try this. You can use whatever kill streaks you want, but if you want to do good, the counter UAV and the UAV or whatever are gonna get you the, your max amount of kills. Because if you're gonna be rushing around with this gun, you're not really gonna like I said, this is more of a rushed-based class that gets you kill streaks, and the easiest kill streaks you get in this game are probably the UAV and the counter UAV. Now, you get your UAV and you get your counter UAV just by rushing up and sort of getting a couple kills and capping a flag, grabbing a tag, doing whatever. And you get your UAV, counter UAV pretty easily. Then you use those to your advantage. You use those and your teammates get kills. And then you still rack up kills and cap some more flags or get some tags. And that just rhymed. But anyway, cap flags, get tags, plant a bomb or whatever. I don't know. Do all that cool jazz, and then you get your not advanced UAV, your orbital VSAT, which is probably, like I said, what I'm gonna spend my my 4th prestige token on. The permanent unlock. I'm gonna spend it on the orbital VSAT just because I love the orbital VSAT. Probably my favorite kill streak just because it tells you where everyone is on the map and their direction, and it's basically instant skill. Like, it's really hard to die with it on, and when you do, you usually get cheap shotted by like a Remington or some shit like that. But it's a really nice kill streak setup. I've been running it ever since I got the orbital VSAT, and it's very good because it helps you level up really fast, because when you're getting those constant UAV and counter UAV assist, you're getting experience for that. And when you get the orbital VSAT, you could get even more, which if you're for instance, if you're playing with a lobby with 3 other people, which for this instance was Dylan, which, by the way, Dylan has gone like he's like the Michael Jordan of Call of Duty all of a sudden. He's called in like 20 swarms or something like that in like the past like 3 days. Like he was told, like, I just got out of, like, I recently actually just got this gameplay today, and he was telling me how, like, he went from like Thursday going like 16 and 17 with like 2 captures to like going like 50 and like 5 with like double swarms, which he actually got, which I was in. It was a pretty good gameplay actually. But as I'm picking up a quad kill, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, but Dylan, when you're playing with someone like him, and also when you're playing with some other good players, like, I'm using him as an example because he did pretty wreck in this game. I think he wrecked a little bit in this game. I did most of the wreckage, even though we did lose. But when you're playing with someone as good as him and you have an orbital VSAT and UAVs constantly going up, you're going to get a lot of experience because he's going to get a lot of kills and you're still going to get your kills too, and your teammates might pick up a couple too. Which is really cool. But anyway, so I guess that's sort of like my easiest way to leveling up, using the things that help you find the enemies. And I guess this is a class guide or whatever, like one of the better SMG setups. But anyway, whatever that means. What was I gonna say? Oh, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you If you have any better suggestions, leave a comment down below. And don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, add to playlists. See ya.